We've had dust-ups before with grassroots versus the establishment. You are, I think, at every description, you are a grassroots candidate. You've been in the Tea Party. You've been grassroots. You have a record as well. It's just that you weren't going out and seeking glory for yours because you were too busy working in the trenches. And I'm trying for the life of me to understand why the establishment is so hell-bent on attacking you. Now, I chronicled this over at my website, danaradio.com, where this started. Really, it was the U.S. Chamber of Commerce that went after you. Not just after you, but really after all of grassroots in Illinois. They sent these surveys out, as I understand it. You know, that's something a group does. They always send surveys out. They're trying to get a feel for candidates. From what I understand, you kind of blew them out of the water, didn't really like their special concerns, and Dana Loesch, who is the son of the president's former transportation secretary, he ended up getting the endorsement. I guess he feels the same as they do on amnesty and Obama trade. But then they came around trying to tell everyone that you actively sought their endorsement, and they basically admitted that they're a special interest group, and they try to take you down with them, is what I understand. Where am I wrong on this?
No, you're not wrong. I mean, that's a pretty good summary of what happened. I mean, they sent out a survey. Lots of groups do, lots of interest groups. You, as a candidate, you fill them out because you want to be open and transparent on what your views are, and you want to communicate those to the public. I did that. In my survey, I said I was against amnesty. I was against the Export-Import Bank. I was against Obama trade.
All the things they love.
Yeah, so unsurprisingly, they decided not to endorse me, and that's fine. And I criticized Darren for accepting the endorsement to just ask him what of those three issues, where did he agree with the chamber?
Right.
And as a result of that, they tried to smear me. I mean, this is what is happening in this election. You asked why. I mean, I think the simple reason is this is one of the most conservative districts in the country, and it terrifies them that a full-throated, committed, constitutional, grassroots conservative would hold this seat, who would be free and empowered to speak truth in the halls of Congress and not put up with leadership and say, enough of what you're doing. We're taking this seat back for the voters.
Right. And I've never heard of a candidate ever sending back a survey saying, you know, all of the special pet projects that you hold dear, I think they should all just, you know, burn them down. I don't like any of them.
No. And that's actually, Dana, I mean, it's kind of been like the hallmark of this campaign is I'm just open and honest. I mean, as you know, I've been involved in new media for a long time. I've probably written 3 million words on policies and issues, so there's no secret to what my views are.
Right.
And I communicate that to every group. I mean, I've filled out a survey for labor unions and just tell them exactly what I think. I mean, I'm not hiding from my positions, unlike a lot of politicians we have in Washington now.
Right.
I think the chamber was just blown away by that somebody would be honest and then criticize them as a special interest, which is exactly what they are.
Right. And this comes at a very sensitive time for them because the polling against Obama trade, I mean, conservatives are very much against it. They're very much against amnesty, which at first the chamber tried to dodge and dive on, but ultimately they've had to answer to it. These are things that the base, I mean, not just the base, we're talking conservatarians, libertarians, conservatives, Republicans. People are not supportive of these big government special interest projects that the chamber supports. And to have a candidate like you coming out of Illinois, that is a threat to them, so they had to try to invalidate you somehow.
Yeah, no, I think it does. I mean, I've got a lot of experience, in not just the grassroots, but in the conservative policy world, the think tank world. I'm kind of a serious candidate, and they can't dismiss it. And I'm old enough to remember a time when the Chamber of Commerce fought for free markets, fought for capitalism, fought against government encroachment. Something's happened. They've been hijacked by lobbyists or the D.C. party establishments. And now the chamber go down the list. They want a higher gas tax. They like stimulus. They want bank bailouts. I mean, they are basically like the business wing of SEIU labor union.
Right.